I don't need some fake father like you coming to my wedding. So can you go ahead and stay home? Well, that's only if you were planning on coming in the first place.
What are you talking about, Ray? What do you mean by me being a fake father?
I'm talking about you not being my real father. Have you really started to think that you're actually my real father of all things? I have never thought of you as my father, and I never ever will.
But I have been raising you like a father for the past 20 years now. So I assume that made me pretty close to the real deal for you. Why are you speaking about how I'm not your father now of all times? I know that for the past few months, things between you and I have been a little cold. But I just assumed that was due to you being busy with your wedding preparations. Did something happen to you that made you stop thinking of me as your father?
I just came around to realizing that you aren't my real father after all, and that it's dumb of me to continue having you around me like you are my father. Nobody wants someone who's fake to them to be around them for the rest of their life, right?
Why do you keep calling me a fake like that, though? I understand that you're not related to me by blood or anything, but I have been married to your mother for 20 years now, and have made sure to spend a lot of time raising you as my own. And your wedding coming up has gotten me very excited for you, and I wanted to be there to celebrate it. But now you're telling me that you don't want me there at all?
That is so disgusting of you to say.
Huh? Disgusting of me to say? Is that really something you should be saying to one of your parents?
And I thought I just told you that I don't think of you as my father anymore, and I will never think of you that way again. I'm Mom's baby, but I know for a fact that I am not yours. I'm thinking that with this wedding, I'm going to cut ties to you for good.
Now you're planning on cutting ties to me too? I have been with your mother forever now. So does this mean you'll be cutting ties to her as well then? Do you not feel that you're taking things way overboard right now?
I don't plan on cutting ties to Mom, though. I'll just make sure that when you're around her, I stay away and come back to visit her another time. That's how badly I'm wanting to cut ties to you, all right?
I never thought that you'd ever be wanting something like that, Ray. What did I ever do that led you to think of me, your father, this way?
It's not that you did anything in particular to me. Rather, I just realized that you really are nothing more than a stranger to me. When you got married, you just assumed that you became a part of my family? Well, what I'm saying here is that that's not the case at all, and that you're not my family.
You don't have to say anything like that to me. I get that I'm not related to you by blood, and that I married your mom after you were already around. But that never stopped me from wanting to raise you like you were my own daughter. I had assumed you had always saw things the same way. I plan on being around for your wedding, alright? Even if it's just me, just showing my face for a brief second. I'd like to say a few words to you as well then.
Did something end up happening between you and Ray? I was just told by her that while you're around me, she has no plans of coming back home to see me. Don't you find that a little strange of her to be saying?
I was just texting with her a second ago. She told me not to come to her wedding.
What? What is going on now?
I'm not really sure what's gotten into her this time, but it seems she has some reasoning behind it. These past few months, she's seemed pretty cold towards me, and I'm starting to think there really is something about me she doesn't like.
But for so long now, you and her have been really close to one another, right? Yet now she's calling you a fake father to her, like she's never been around you before? I really am wondering what happened to her that's led her to think that way about you.
I'm not sure myself yet, but she's still young, and that's the way things are with young people sometimes. Maybe this is due to her becoming an adult now, and all the stress that surrounds her.
Maybe so. But I'm really hoping that there's something more solid as her reasoning. Wait. Oh, there is something I might have forgotten to mention, which could be what's wrong with her.
What did you never mention to me?
Oh, this has to do with my ex-husband, of all people.
What? Your ex-husband? Did something happen between him and Ray?
There is no seat prepared for you at this wedding, so go home already.
You have been saying that to me non-stop now. But are you really sure you want that from me? I have been the man watching over you like you've been my daughter for the past 20 years. I should be closer to you than your actual father.
And so what? I figured out that having a blood relationship is far more important to me than having been around someone for 20 years.
So you really are being serious about all this. Your mother brought you along when we married. But I gave my all, making sure to raise you the best I could. It's a shame that things had to change between you and I so quickly, and just before your wedding.
Shut up already. I don't want to listen to you going on and on anymore. I am not going to listen to whatever you say, and my feelings about all of this will never change. I've invited my real father to be here with me today, so get the hell out of here, you fake!
Your real father? Did you really invite your real father to your own wedding? When were you able to get in touch with him? Did you ever even talk with your mother before doing something like that? Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I don't have to listen to you go on about how what I'm doing is wrong. He is my actual dad, so you can just shut your mouth and go away. And remember that today is the day where I'm cutting ties to you for good. I have the real deal around me now, so there's no point in having some fake father buzzing in my ear still like a bug.
You've already gone ahead and asked me to leave your wedding, and told me that you're cutting ties to me. But do you have any idea what all of that will mean for you in the coming days? I'm sure you don't, do you? You're going to regret what all you've done here today.
Why would I ever regret cutting ties to a fake like you? I am 100% confident I'm doing the right thing right now, and there will be nothing that can stop me. I am finally going to be able to meet my real dad in person today. So, go away. If you don't, I'm going to have to ask my real dad to deal with you in person. You wouldn't want that for yourself, right? He happens to love me a lot as well, and I don't want him having to see you around me trying to act like you mean anything to me.
So that's how far you're wanting to take this.
I get that you did your best to get close to me while I've been a child, but this is going to be it between us, all right? A fake father who has no blood relation to me is to leave my wedding at once. If you don't leave this place before my dad gets here, then I'm going to call the police and have them take you away. Is that what you want me to do?
All right. I'll go home.
And make sure that you never talk or come near me again, okay?
I can do that for you. That's what you want me to do after all, right? So I'll go ahead and do that and leave your life for good. But remember, once you start to regret the decisions you've made here today, don't bother coming back crying to me. I am not going to listen to you beg for my help, and I sure won't bother with you again.
Huh? Who the hell do you think wants your help? You're just a fake. Good job trying to be my father for the past 20 years, but your time is up, and it's time for me to have the real deal in my life now. You're nothing to me now, you stupid man.
Well, if that's how you're going to say your goodbye, then there's nothing left for me to say. Then this is really it between us. I'll make sure we never have any ties to one another again. Goodbye forever, Ray. And thank you for all of the good memories. Congratulations on your wedding, and I hope you have a wonderful life with your husband. What is it? This is your third time calling me now, right? I'm not answering you again, alright? I'm going to drive home now, so don't expect to hear anything from me ever again.
Please, hurry up and come back to my wedding.
Huh? You want me to come back to the wedding now? Even though half an hour ago you were going off on me about how I'm nothing to you anymore. I'm not some toy for you to play with, Ray. Don't you dare think that you can just do and say whatever you want to me.
That is not the problem we should be focused on right now. Things have gone downhill for me very fast here.
But shouldn't you be celebrating your wedding right now? Nothing should have gone down that quickly for you, when today is supposed to be one of the most important days ever for you and your fiancé. What happened?
Today has been the first time I've ever been able to meet my real dad in person, but I found out he is crazy.
He's crazy?
I found out that for the past 20 years he's been a part of this crazy gang. I never thought that my actual dad would turn out to be a man like this. What the hell am I going to do about him? I was never told that he was a part of a drug gang. He told me that the only reason he was never able to come and meet me is because for the past 20 years, he's been in prison serving time. What should I do here? He's here with members of his gang.
Well, you say that like you never meant to invite him and his gang today. Why are you so upset about how things turned out for you now?
Wait, did you know that he's been a part of a gang this whole time?
Of course I've known about him. And your mom has known about him as well. All the crap he's done while in that gang. Him being in that gang and having gone to prison is the reason your mom never talked about him with you. Ever. But you've really done it this time. Finding out about the real person that he is on the day of your wedding.
Mom never knew that I had been talking with him for the past few months. And when he came to the wedding hall, she panicked and ran off.
Well, I don't blame her for doing that. She probably never expected that her own daughter of all people would be the one to have a real father come to her wedding. Then he's a known criminal and part of a drug gang that's known for killing people. He also happens to be someone she doesn't want to be around whatsoever, so it's fair to her to have run like that. I've been thinking about how something bad might go down at your wedding. So I've been waiting for a little bit now to call the police and have them go to your wedding.
The police? You've been thinking things could get that badly out of hand this whole time now?
Well, of course I have been. That man that you call your real father happens to be crazy. He has been in prison for 2 decades now, right? Do you have any idea what the reason for him serving that much time might be? I'm sure you can imagine some reasons for it.
What? There's no way, right?
It's not something that I can really say to you myself. So just think of what he's done, and it's probably true.
The groom's guests are all freaking out right now because of him. If my dad doesn't leave really soon here, then something really bad is going to happen to my wedding. I know now that you are my real father after all, so can you please come back here right now and do something about that freak?
Do you have any idea what you're saying to me right now?
You can go ahead and forget everything I was saying about you before, all right? You and I have been family for the past 20 years now, so you still have huge feelings for me as your daughter, right?
I did have massive feelings for you as my daughter. And that's why I had raised you like my own for so long. But who was it that just stomped all over those feelings I had into a pulp? And then told me they wanted to cut ties forever? To me, you and I are nothing to one another anymore. So I'm going to give you a hard no on that stupid request to go back there.
What? No. What do you mean, no?
I am not going to go back to that wedding of yours. And since I'm no longer your father anymore, I can't lie to you about any of this.
Right now, the wedding is being put on hold until I go out there and talk with my real dad about what's going on here. I'm being told that the groom's family is wanting this wedding canceled and that they are all starting to leave now. What am I going to do about all of this? I'm trying to hide in the women's bathroom right now so that my real dad can't get me, but he's waiting out there for me because he really wants to talk. If nothing is done about all of this, then the wedding really is going to be canceled. Dad, please come here and help me fix this.
Do not start calling me Dad now, just because the tables have turned on you so quickly. Go ask your real father to help you out. I'm sure he's open to doing that for you. I'm just a fake is all, and I was already told by you that you never want me coming around you ever again.
But at the time, I never knew my real dad was part of some drug gang. He just started to text me one day saying he was my real dad and that he wanted to be a part of my life again. He never said anything to me about some gang or his time in prison, so none of this can be blamed on me now, right? I never knew anything about the man he really is then. I was just tempted into wanting him to be my father because he said he was the real deal.
No, this is all your fault actually. You were the one that decided to keep talking to him for so long, and thought it would be a good idea inviting him to the wedding without ever telling your mom first. All you had to do was ask your mom who your real father really was, and none of this would have ever happened to you. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get out of this by trying to push that blame off onto someone else.
I just thought the reason my mom never told me anything about my real dad for the past 20 years was all a part of her plans to make me think of you as my real father. And that's why I went ahead and wanted you to leave me alone and for my real dad to come back for me. None of what's happening to me right now was supposed to happen. Do something about him. If anything, this was all your fault to begin with.
Did I not just tell you to not push your blame onto someone else like that? Why do you think you have any right blaming me for what you've gone and done there? I'm sorry, Ray, but I have nothing to do with you now. I was trying to warn you not to push me away like you did, but you chose to never listen to me. And now you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and you're trying to come crying back to me over it? You really are such a brainless little baby.
Brainless baby? Do you really think calling me that right now is going to help anything for me?
I wanted to help you out by steering you away from this path, but it's too late for you now. I don't even want to talk with you about any of your problems anymore, Ray.
What do you mean? You cannot be that rude to me now, all right?
I'm just being honest about how I'm feeling now.
Why is that how you really feel about me now, though? You have to help me. You have to listen to me, and there is no reason why you should be thinking otherwise. You have been the one to raise me for the past 20 years now, so shouldn't you be wanting to help me?
And a little bit ago, you said what to me? That you wanted to cut ties to me forever?
Those were just words at the time. You shouldn't be taking what I said before to you that seriously, all right?
But I've already told you how I feel now, right? That you have your real father back now, so I'm no longer going to be responsible for you anymore. I think that after today, your mom and I are going to stop bothering with you anymore. And let your real dad spend some time with you for a change. You were the one saying you wanted that reality as well, right?
That's not what I was meaning by any of what I said before, so I'm sorry. Now come and help me already.
Not going to happen now. I'm sure you're pissed with yourself now for making such a stupid decision, right?
Don't say things like that about me. Please, Dad, wait. I know what I did recently was wrong. The only reason I've been so cold towards you recently is because I've been talking to my real dad. And, well, he's made me think it was all because of you that I was never able to go be with him any for the past 20 years.
He can say things like that to you all he wants. But him and Bailey both divorced before I even started to go out with her. And when I started to learn about you, you were less than a year old.
I'm sure I never spent any time with him, but he was the one that made you look as though you stole me from him. So forgive me for that, please. I'm sorry for saying so many terrible things to you before. I want you to be my dad and nobody else now.
I don't care about being your father anymore. No matter how many times you want me to be him. I'm nothing to you anymore. besides some stranger that's married to your mom. Now you and your drug-taking, people-killing gang of all father have a great time together. I'm not sure what'll happen to you after today, though, with him. But your mom and I aren't going to have any part of it. Isn't it wonderful that you were finally able to meet your real father? Have a great time with him. Well, I'm sure that won't be the case for you, though.
In the end, the wedding between Ray and her fiancé was cancelled, and her fiancé ended up breaking things off with her and running away. Then, soon after that, Ray's parents both moved out of town, never telling her where they went to next. So she was left with nobody else but her real father. Her real father then chose to force himself back into her home in order to start living together with her. And he's been using the house as his little hideout, while he starts getting back into his life of organized crime. He's even started having a lot of the other gang members coming over and staying at her place, so you could say she herself has become a part of them. She's even begun to regret all the choices she's made by letting her real father into her life. And anytime she tries to call or text Jacob and Bailey, she is met with them both ignoring her. But I like to think that it's too late for her to have such regrets about the things she's done now, and should start moving on with her life. Had she just used that head that's on her shoulders to think things through a bit more carefully before acting, then maybe things would be a whole lot different than how they played out. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Hey, you no-good, grubby little leech. I want to know just how long you plan on surviving off of all my dad's hard work. Don't you realize we'd all be so much happier if you just got out of our lives? I haven't heard from you in so long, and this is the way you break the silence? I feel like you've been completely ignoring me around the house as well, you know. I really don't know what's gotten into you, but I'm starting to get a bit sick of it. I mean, you're not even cooking the meals that I'm making for you anymore. And just who do you think you are, talking to me as if you're my real mom, huh? You really need to remember your place in this family, you parasite. I'm sorry that you don't like the way I worded things, but I don't see how anything I said was false. I don't care what's true and what's false. I just know that I want you out of our lives. I really don't understand. Why are you coming to me and saying all of this all of a sudden? It's not so sudden for me. I know that my dad and I are going to be just fine on our own. We don't need some outsider leeching off of my family's wealth anymore. I'm sorry you feel this way about me, but maybe you should talk about these feelings with your father first. Then maybe we could all talk about this together with each other. Maybe your dad would even agree to move out and take you somewhere. And just why would my dad have to do something like that, huh? It's his house. If anyone should have to leave, it should be you. I really think that you should talk to your father about this before we carry on with this talk. Besides, I make $100,000 a year. What am I leeching off of anyone? I think you just want me out of the house is all. But what I don't get is what you think you're going to gain by doing so. What am I going to gain? Well, that should be obvious. I'll finally be ridding my family of a disgusting parasite that's been living off of us for years. Even Dad is getting sick of having you around. He's always talking about how he has to work all day, but you always spend all of his money. Meanwhile, you hardly leave anything for him to spend on himself. Did your dad really say that? Even about him having to work every day? Well, it's true, isn't it? You're always coming and going to and from the house whenever you want, but Dad only ever goes to work and comes home, and that's all he has time for. And it's all your fault. You keep a short leash and don't let him live his life the way he wants. I hate what you're doing to him. Tina, I really think that you need to get a grip and reassess the situation. And I don't say that for my sake, but for yours, okay? Just what do you know, huh? Don't pretend as if you know what I want. I know that you're a selfish woman who only ever does things for herself. That's why I want you out of our lives forever. I am trying to tell you that you're making a mistake here. You really need to go and talk to your dad about this. He can explain it all. Let me go and talk to him for a moment, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Can you please just give it a rest already with what you say to Tina?
What the heck are you talking about? I don't really care, but can you lend me some money? I'm almost through my budget for the month, and I need more. Come on. You know that you don't give me enough anyways. Just give me a little more.
You want even more money? What happened to all that I gave you already? How did you spend it all so quickly? Anyways, we're going to be talking about money after I say what I came here to say. You need to have a real conversation with your daughter and tell her the truth about what's going on. The more you put that off, the worse my relationship gets with her. I am tired of her talking down to me, insulting me, and treating me like an idiot because of you, Todd. I am seriously starting to reach my limit. Do you understand me?
I don't know what you want me to do. She's your daughter now too, you know. Go be a good mom and learn how to control your children better.
Control her? Todd, she's already 17 years old. This isn't about controlling her, it's about giving her the information she needs to make her own decisions about life. You have to stop lying to her and telling her false information. She blames me for every single problem we have. It isn't fair that I should be the one taking all of the heat because you don't want to step up and tell her the truth. All of this would be solved if you weren't such a coward.
I will talk to Tina about my life when I'm good and ready to. Okay?
No, not when you're ready to. Now. You've been saying, when I'm ready, for years now. Don't you realize how this is affecting us as a whole family?
Yeah, of course. I know all that. And if you just give me a little more money, I'll really think about saying something. I promise. Now come on. I'm seriously down to my last few dollars. You've got to give me something.
You really are just the worst. Do you realize that, Todd? Hey there, Anna. I see that you've left for the day. You know that you don't need to bother coming back home ever, right? And just what is that supposed to mean? And since when did you start calling me by my first name? I mean that if you're already out of the house, you should stay out. All you do is make things worse, so just keep away. If you have something you want to say to me, why don't you just come out and say it? Well, I actually sent off the divorce papers for you and Dad. That means that you and him don't need to live together anymore. Dad and I are going to live together, and you'll have to go and figure out your own life. So you really did send the divorce papers for your father and I? And just how did you manage to get away with doing something like that? Well, you probably had no idea about this, but Dad had already printed out the divorce papers and kept them in his desk. I happened to see where he put them one day when he tried to hide them from me, and so I dug them out while he was away. I saw that he had already signed his name all where it needed to be. I really do need to thank Dad for being so prepared. So then you sent out divorce papers that your dad had already signed without telling either of us? I have to say that I am shocked at you. And since you don't even have a job, you probably won't be able to find a place to live now, too. I warned you that you should do a little more research into this before acting, but are you sure you really want me out of the house? Of course I am. This is what I've been waiting for forever. I feel like I'm having a dream come true. I'm finally getting to squash the horrible leech that's been on the side of my family for years. I feel at ease. It's like a great burden has been lifted off of our shoulders and the sun has come out after a rainy day. Just the thought of you being cold and homeless on the street is bringing me so much joy. Well, if this is what you really want, good luck, I guess. The one who's going to need luck is you. Whatever you say. I guess I'll take my leave from the house then. But I just have one last thing that I think you should know before I leave. And what last pathetic words do you have to say to me? I'm not the one who doesn't have a job. That would be your father. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I mean that you said your father told you that he goes to work every day. That's a lie. All he does is spend his days at the casino wasting our money. Wait a second, you expect me to believe that? That's just ridiculous. Why would Dad lie to me about working? And why would he be spending all day gambling? I suppose this really is the first you're hearing about all of this then. But it's true. I'm afraid that everything your father said about me was just to protect his own reputation in your eyes, Tina. I don't get what you mean. This doesn't make any sense. Why would he need to worry about his reputation with me? I don't know. You should ask what he would have to gain by belittling me in front of you like he has been. He wanted you to take his side in everything. And you fell for it like a sucker. You defended him no matter what I tried to say, and you believed every lie he told you about me. No, this doesn't make any sense. You better start explaining yourself right this moment. In that case, one other thing you should know is that no matter how much your father put me down, he never wanted to throw me out of the house. And yet little did he know that he was pushing you to do just that to me with all of his lies about me being jobless. No, this can't be right. You're just trying to lie to me because you realize that you're getting kicked out. Well, I'm not listening. You're just some crazy old jealous loser. You can believe me or not. It won't really make any difference. But the truth is that I was giving your father money every month. He hasn't made his money in a long time, and yet you listened to everything he had to say about me. You really don't know when to stop all this, do you? I already said that I'm not listening to a word that you have to say anymore. Again, you are more than welcome to ignore all that I'm saying. But quite frankly, I've had enough of you two as well. But soon you'll be an adult, and you'll have to take responsibility for taking care of yourself. And then you'll have to choose whether to keep living with your father or go out on your own. I've actually learned how to take care of myself for a while now. We don't need you in our life anymore, so just beat it. Well, okay. But you do realize that if I leave, that means I won't be supporting you or your father anymore, right? There you go again, making up more lies. What support have you ever given? You really think that I'm going to fall for that? You act like you've given Dad and I everything when all you've done is taken. I know you're lying, so just stop it already. I'm not trying to upset you, Tina. I really am just trying to warn you. I just hope you don't regret what you're doing. Just shut up already, you old hag. Don't pretend like you're all that when you're really nothing. I never, ever want to see you again. You were never my mother, and I'm glad you're gone. Don't ever think of me as your daughter again. As of today, you're nothing to me. We are complete strangers. Okay then, I understand. I am not your mother, and you are not my daughter. Now, please don't come to me for anything else. Hey! Pick up the phone when I'm calling you, you stupid old witch! Can't you tell that your daughter is panicked? I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of work right now. Besides, I thought that you said you were going to stop calling me. But you were telling the truth about everything! I know that. What of it? Well, so now I finally know that you were. Please, you have to come back home to us. Dad is so mad all the time. I need your help. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, I don't even have a daughter. What do you mean? How can you say that? I didn't. You did. You told me to never think of you as my daughter again. So I'm sorry that you're having a rough time right now, lady, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. Anyways, goodbye. Hold on a second. Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? I'm your daughter. You can't just walk away from me. I'm sorry, but I've already told you that I don't have a daughter. We're just strangers to each other, remember? Wait, no, you're not really going to abandon me, are you? I didn't know Dad doesn't make any more. And he's so mad at me for sending the divorce papers. He's so scary and angry all the time now. I don't understand what happened. So I guess you finally understand the kind of man your father is now. What do you mean by that? I mean that I was always trying to protect you from him, but maybe that was my mistake, because he took advantage of that and lied to you about me instead. But I had no idea he was that kind of person. I thought that my dad was kind and sweet, and what should I do now? He doesn't have money, he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything but gamble and drink. I suppose you had better find a job and start working then. But I'm still in high school. I could only work a part-time job at best, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to go to college at this rate. Yeah, and to think you wouldn't have had to take out any loans if I was still around. What do you mean? You're not going to send me to college either? Well, I had a whole college fund saved up for my daughter, but since we're no longer family, I'm afraid that I can't pass that on to you. So I'm afraid the only option left for you now is to work for your money. Mom, please, you have to help me. Please don't call me Mom. I already told you that I don't have any children. You and I are nothing to each other now, and I owe you nothing. You wanted it this way despite my attempts to warn you, and now you need to take responsibility. You're almost 18, so consider this your first real life lesson. But I had no idea that Dad was lying to me. This isn't fair! How was I supposed to know that you were making all the money in our house? I tried to tell you the truth over and over again, but you just refused to listen to me. Well, then can I at least come and live with you? I hate living with Dad. He's so scary all the time. I'm so sorry for everything that I said to you. I'm afraid that I have a policy against letting strangers stay in my house. Besides, how do I know that you won't just fall into your old ways of looking down on me and insulting me all the time? But I need your help. I don't know what else to do. Well then, take your first step as an adult and figure out what to do. Good luck, stranger. In the end, Tina realized that I was only ever trying to tell her the truth, and that it was her father who was lying to her this whole time. It was quite a shock for her to realize this, and she fell into a deep depression afterwards. Shocked by learning about her father's true nature and forced to start working to take care of herself, Tina ended up dropping out of high school and working to sustain herself and her father. She tried to message me asking for help, but I had already blocked her on everything by then. I do plan on stepping in to help her eventually, but if I'm going to pour all my money and heart into raising her, I think Tina needs to learn some lessons about the real world before I put her back on track.
Hey, Layla, what the heck is this? You think that just because you are busy with work, you can give us your responsibilities? There is no way I'm going to continue letting you get away with this just because my parents are allowing it. Hello, Shay. I haven't been trying to leave you guys with any of my responsibilities. What's wrong? How am I and your parents involved in anything that has to do with you right now? Don't lie to me. This is what makes you a lowlife. You think you can just act stupid, which I know you are, all in order to go out and work and have fun while I have to be at home with this kid because my dad told me so. What? Lowlife? Kid? I knew about how you had been raised in a foster home and all that, and know nothing about raising a child and having a functional family. But what the hell are you doing, pushing your own kid off onto some stranger while you run off to do other things? If you're going to keep doing things like that, then you shouldn't have any kids. I wish my brother would have known better than this before he made you his wife. I have no idea what you're going on about right now. How could I be pushing my daughter off onto you when... Stop trying to make excuses for it. I already knew that you'd end up a useless person, and perhaps you don't want to trouble your kid with being such a waste of everyone's time and effort. That's really what I hope your reasoning is for handing her over to my family and I. But to think you'd go this far to get your child away from you? Why can't you just be an actual human and mom and take care of the things you've made? You quit that right now. What do you think you're doing leaving me on red? Hurry up and come get your kid. I am tired of having to sit here all day waiting for you to come and get her. You seem to be getting really worked up over something right now. And so far you haven't given me any good explanation of the situation besides that you have my kid right now and that I should be a better parent. So I was thinking to wait for you to calm down before we talk some more. Now tell me, what are you talking about right now? Don't play dumb. You think that by having your kid go over to your in-laws, there wouldn't be any issues? Both my mom and dad are old, and when it comes to my husband and I, we have things of our own going on. He has to work all the time, and I have to make sure all the chores and things like that are complete before he gets home. With the way things are right now, I can't deal with this kid. I have been forced so many times now to take on your child over here, even when I tell my dad that I don't want to. Are you seriously going to leave your kid over at this house for the whole summer now? This place is not some daycare, so you cut all that out right now. Come and get them, or else I'm going to take them back over to your house and leave them there. If you're talking about my child, she is sleeping right next to me. I don't even have any memory of the last time I took her to your parents' house, or even your house to have her stay for the day. What? Then, whose kid is this? I had been thinking for a little bit now that everything you were saying made no sense to me. That has to be someone else's child, right? Maybe there was some confusion in what your dad told you and the kid is actually one of his friends' grandkids or something like that? That can't be. He would never do something like that for one of his friends when they have families of their own to get help from. You're just trying to make up even more lies in order to keep your kid over at my place. What? Wait, hold on. My kid is really here at home with me. I can send you a picture of them with me right now to prove it. This is screwed up. I was told that this kid is yours, and that's why we're having to take care of them. You idiots really have nothing better to say besides excuses. I want you to get your kid out of my face here soon, or else I will start to act out. Eric, do you have a moment to chat?
Hello, Layla. What's going on with you?
I just heard from Shay a little bit ago that she is having to take care of my kid. But I'm not too sure how that could be, considering my kid is back here at my house right now sleeping. After hearing about all of that, I wanted to check with you about what's all going on. She told me you forced her to take care of the kid, so perhaps there was some kind of misunderstanding here?
About that, huh? I'm sorry. Your mother-in-law's legs aren't the best, so I asked that she take care of the kid for a little while.
But, Eric, that kid isn't even mine. I'm totally fine with you having your daughter take care of the kid for you, but don't tell her that that's my daughter she has right now.
What?
Like I said, my daughter is with me right now sleeping, so there's no way that girl Shay has right now is mine. So what's going on here?
That's right. I'm sorry. I'm getting old, so perhaps my memory isn't all that great. We must have made the mistake of which grandchild that is.
You mistook which grandchild that is? Back during my daughter's field day, you came out to see her, and you shouldn't have any other grandchildren besides my daughter. Also, aren't you still doing well enough to not be making mistakes like that? How were you able to mix up whose grandchild you had that badly? Wait, you only have one grandchild right now, Eric.
What? No, that's,
Are you hiding something from me right now? I'm at a loss, and I need answers to all this before I become any more confused. If you're not going to give me the truth right now, Eric, then I'm going to your wife about all this. Her legs might not work the best anymore, but at least she can tell the difference between kids and knows that she only has one grandchild.
All right. Don't say anything about this to my wife, please. Okay? The truth isn't going to be pretty.
Again, with this frickin' kid! I can't deal with this any longer. I've come back to your house and I am going to toss them in your yard right now. Then they can sit out there all day long and play in the hot sun until you come out of that house and actually do something with your child. What? Out in this hot summer sun? It's almost 100 degrees out today and you're just going to leave them out there? Of course. They're not my child after all, so why should I have to care about their health any? Just know that whatever ends up happening to them is all your fault, since you're being such a terrible mother. I have told you so many times now that that's not my kid. Whoever you're doing all of that to has nothing to do with me, and you need to realize that before something really bad happens. Shut up! I have all the proof I need that this is your kid. So there's not one thing you could say to me that would get me to believe otherwise. Could you just calm down for me, please? I understand that you're really upset right now, but don't start harming that child over this. They really don't have anything to do with what's happened. Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going to take any of that crap from someone who never had any parents of their own and had to be raised in a foster home. Just because you never liked being in a foster home doesn't mean you can push your kid off onto me to handle. You are so messed up. I get that you have no idea how to raise a child because you never grew up in a family that actually cared for you, but you cannot force your child into a situation like this, you defective human. What the hell is going on with you, Layla? Making fun of me because I was a foster child? You think there's something wrong with me when you're the one tearing someone down because of a past they couldn't control. I get that you don't like me for the person I am, but all of those hurtful comments are ridiculous. You're the lowlife if you can't even learn to listen to what others are telling you and have to make them feel bad instead. So just listen to me. I know that there has been some kind of misunderstanding here. I know that because I know what's happening, but I don't want to hurt you or anyone else by telling you. What are you going to tell me that I don't already know, you loser? Even after all I've gone and said to you, you're still going to push that kid off onto me? I've been telling you over and over again now that they are not mine. A lowlife in your position has no right to talk to me like that. I know that this kid is yours. You can lie all you want about that, but I know the truth. And if you want me to prove that to you, this kid is wearing some really cheap clothing, and they have no manners at all. They just run around all day long screaming and breaking things in my house. They are the worst child I've ever laid my eyes on. You really have no idea at all how to raise a child, do you, you foster child? My girl is a very wonderful girl, and at a private kindergarten she's going to right now, she is praised by both her teacher and a lot of the other moms there. They tell me she's like an adult in a 5-year-old's body sometimes, okay? So don't you ever say that my daughter would be a troublemaker like the girl you're with. Huh? Did you just say private? That's what I said. My baby girl goes to a private kindergarten right now. I told you all about that a while back, right? Ah, so this is why you continue to think that kid is mine. You've been judging who their parents are based on the clothes they wear and their manners. Of course I have been. A lowlife like you would never be able to afford anything more than the cheapest options. It's insane that you'd think I'd fall for a lie about your child going to a private school. I mean, having been a foster child, making money these days must be so difficult for you, right? Right now, my husband and I own and run a cafe together. It has been very popular on social media, and every day the place is packed, making it a very difficult yet rewarding job for us. What? Lion is the name of our cafe. We have a lot of followers online, so go and have a look at the place yourself. There really is a place called Lion. Is that you in the picture of the cafe? That's because I run the place, so of course I'll be in some of the photos. Of course my daughter isn't in any of those photos, though. So because your cafe is always so busy, you're having me take care of your kid, right? During this part of the summer, it is exceptionally busy here, and so we make sure to have more staff on hand since one of us has to be home with our girl. So don't think that we would just be pawning her off right now while we both only focused on our business. Sometimes only having one of us here can be tough, but we'd rather have it that way in order to keep our daughter from being lonely. There have to be times when one of you can't be home for her, right? That's true. And at times like that, we have to end up asking your parents to take her for a day or two. But we make sure to plan that all out in advance, and she is only there during the day until one of us is back home. And while she is over there, she would never cause the kind of chaos that child you have right now causes. She's been raised well enough now that she'll apologize if she were to be responsible for breaking something. There is no way you could raise a child like that as a lowlife. I may come from a foster home, but there are plenty of very famous people who have had the same upbringing as me. The fact that you are judging all of us based off that one fact is terrible. And I hate to have to bring this up, but I am making way more money than you are right now. Then, who the hell's kid is this? This brat seems just like you, causing all sorts of trouble for others without a care in the world for their mental health. There is no way this kid is anyone's besides yours. Well, about that. That happens to be your dad's secret lover's grandkid who he's been trying to hide. My dad's secret lover's grandkid? In the past, your dad cheated on your mom. At that time, they both then ended up making a baby together, and after that, he'd been doing his best to pay for them, through child support and things like that. But after a few decades, that kid then ended up having a baby herself and expected your dad to take care of it for her. So he listened and started to help take care of his grandkids, but in order to not let any of you guys learn the truth, he said the kid was mine, and then had you care for them. Which means that right now, you are taking care of his secret daughter's child. What? Huh? What the? This kid is his secret lover's child's child? Sort of like a hidden grandchild. Although that's a bit strange to say. I cannot believe this. There's no way something like that has happened. I've just been telling you the truth. You should have a word with your dad about this now. I've already spoken with him myself, and this is all what he told me. Your dad was asked to help with his other grandchild, and for a bit, he took them on with your mother. But in order to not let her find out the truth, he started asking you to take care of them for him. That's how things have ended up like this. Your dad ended up forgetting all about the fact that my daughter goes to a private school and forgot about her face as well, causing him to think that child was mine over time. Honestly, the fact that he mixed her up with whatever child you have now is a little bit disheartening for me. That's what happened? Shay, I can totally understand how you feel right now, having had a kid pushed off onto you for a while now. It really is tough having to raise a child. And when it comes to someone like you who has never had to raise a child before, this is your first time going through all of that. But even still, some of the things you've been doing and saying are not okay. Everything you've done to me up until now will not be forgiven. I don't need you forgiving me for any of this. I'm the victim after all. So quit it with all that crap about how I'm in the wrong here. You! What the hell are you trying to do by telling my husband all those things? This isn't about what I've said to him, but about all those things that you've been doing to that child who isn't even yours. I had to go and talk with him about how things have been going down there at your house. Just the other day, you left that kid in my yard all day under the scorching sun as though that was perfectly okay. I had to talk with him about that, all right? I was starting to worry about that child's safety. I was just doing all those things to them because I thought they were your child. So you're telling me that if it were mine, it would be okay to do whatever you wanted to them? Shut your mouth. And another reason I left them in your yard that day is because you were home. And there happened to be some shade in your yard, so it wouldn't have gotten that hot out for them. Are you not embarrassed to be making such a huge deal out of this? And one last thing, why didn't you tell me earlier that that wasn't your child? You never said anything to me like that, so you're just as much to blame as I am. God, I told you from the start that my daughter was already at home with me. I never heard that. How about this then? Why were you talking with my dad about things like his secret grandchild and crap? You have nothing to do with this family, so you don't get to tell me I'm wrong or right for what I've done to that kid. I wouldn't have to be involved in any of this if you had just listened to me and left me alone, Shay. But I do not want that child to have to suffer anymore for something those that need to take care of them are doing. Have you forgotten that I was involved in all sorts of suffering due to my parents? I understand what it's like to be hurt by those that should be looking out for me. Just like you've done to that kid. And it's not just the kid that's been hurt now, but their parents as well. Huh? Why would they be hurt? Had those parents actually taken care of their child in the first place, then none of this would have ever happened. After talking to that family about what happened to their kid, they were so upset by it and they went and apologized to them. She was just hoping for her dad to take care of her child for a bit, but he went and left her child with you, and then you put the child through some very serious circumstances. I get that you hated the idea of having that child pushed onto you, and that you were upset from all of that. But that does not make for a good enough reason to ever cause harm like that to a kid who isn't even yours. What you did was not okay. You need to learn from what you've done and make some changes to yourself. Stop messing around. Why the hell did you get my husband involved now? Because you would never listen to me. I was able to talk with him about everything that's been going on with you. Because of that, he's now working on fixing everything you've done. If you actually had any common sense in you, then you would have never gone and done the things you did to that child or me. He told me that we might have to get a divorce now because of this. I'm the victim in all of this. It's my dad who should be the one facing punishment for all this. I was just lied to.
Layla, what the heck did you think you were doing? What you've done is going to tear this family apart. Are you not embarrassed by what you've done to us?
So you're going to start with the same thing your daughter's been going on about? Honestly, I don't even blame Shay for everything because the cause of all that's happened is your cheating. You were the one that went out years and years ago with another woman and made a baby with her.
And I wanted to keep all of that a secret. Now that you've taken what I've told you and made a big deal out of it, a lot of people in this family are being hurt. Doing something like that shows that you have no conscience. And makes me worry about the kind of person you really are. You are far too old now to be saying things as dangerous as you have to my daughter and her husband. Why couldn't you have kept that a secret with me?
I haven't done a single thing wrong here. And I like to think all that's happening within your family right now is what you asked for.
No! All of this pain my family is being put through right now is your fault. It's because of you making such a huge deal out of everything that my daughter found out I cheated long ago. My wife and I had been doing so well all these years. But after what you've done, even my wife is upset with me now and hurt. Are you even aware of that?
Come on, the reason your wife is upset and hurt right now is because of you. The only one that's been living in peace this whole time has been you because you've gone and lied to everyone.
Excuse me?
Your daughter already told me that you and your wife have not been doing too well recently. The fact that you're not aware of that only adds to all the pain you've caused them. Also, even had I not told anyone about what you'd done, your wife was already starting to catch on.
What?
When I went and told her about what you said to me about your story, she replied by saying she already figured all of that out. I was shocked when I had to realize that she was already ahead of the curve here.
There's no way! If she'd known already, then she would have wanted a divorce or something, right? She never said anything to me. Never said anything at all.
It's not that she didn't, but that she couldn't. Even if she wanted to say something to you about it, you both had 2 kids already, and she didn't have all the evidence yet. All she could do was cry herself to sleep every night, thinking that you had yourself another woman. But, Eric, because of what's happened here, she's been able to learn about the kid you had with that other woman, and that you've been taking on that kid's kid for her. It would be rare for her not to take action against you now after all she's had to learn.
No! She has been with me this whole time because she loved me. You had just gotten to her and made her unhappy with me.
Your daughter was acting just the way you are right now, so I can see where she got that kind of childish behavior from. But the thing is, no matter what either of you try to say and think, you're not going to be changing the reality of the situation here. Your wife was able to have a look at all the child support you've paid and tried to hide from her. And right now, she's even talking with that woman you cheated with, and her daughter. Your wife has now been talking with a lawyer she had around with her for the longest time. And since she now has a good amount of proof that you've cheated on her and have been sending money to that woman for so long now, she can take you to court and get a settlement from you.
She has been at home this whole time, though. She never had any chances to find someone to help with the evidence and talk with a lawyer.
That's true. However, Shay went ahead and gave all that evidence to your wife just the other day.
What?
She did that because she is livid right now. I'm not going to forgive her for any of the things she's done, but she did fall victim to having to take care of that child for you in secret. Or should I say, she was scammed into doing that in a way.
No way. There's no way. I never raised that girl to sell her father out like that.
You never bothered to raise any of your kids in the first place, Eric. You would leave all of that on the shoulders of your wife, and then you would go out and play with that woman the whole time after you finished work. And then, after making a kid with that other woman, you went and kept them a secret from your wife this whole time. Honestly, I want to congratulate you for somewhat making it this far.
Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up, you family-destroying witch!
The family-destroying witch would be you, Eric. I have no clue how you mentally found it okay to hide all of that from your wife and kids, but it must be so much worse to be both your other woman's daughter and her grandchild because they had to grow up without you around them. No father or grandfather around. You went and lied to both parties about yourself, all so that you could continue to be happy and not pay for your sins. You've really gone and done it now by not only ruining one family, but two due to your selfishness.
You have no idea what a real family is, so you have no right to talk! Listen to the man who has actually had two families that have both loved and supported him!
There is nothing about what you're saying that I should be listening and respecting right now. And you want to know something really heartbreaking about all of this? Your wife has been waiting for years now, hoping that someday you'd open up to her about the truth and ask for her forgiveness. But instead of telling her the truth about having another woman, you went and had a kid with that woman and kept it a secret. She is going through a lot of pain now after feeling almost 3 decades worth of suffering and no longer wants anything to do with you. From now on, you deserve to live life on your own, please.
What? Why are my kids saying they want to cut ties to me now? This all shouldn't change the fact I'm still their father, right?
They want you out of their lives because you are their father. You went and did something completely unthinkable to them, and they are both in shock now. That's how horrible of a person you've been to them.
If they both cut ties to me, I'll be screwed! I won't even be able to see my grandchild anymore, right?
Huh?
You and my son went and had that girl of yours a while back, and it's been so nice having a grandchild around. I don't want to lose them!
I would never let my daughter meet a heartless man such as yourself anymore. The man who has gone and literally hurt everyone in his family, in both his families, needs to go burn in hell now. I'm on your mom's side in this. So that's it between you and I. Goodbye forever, you monster. Shay, the out-of-court settlement has been handled now, right? I heard about that from your mom. What do you want with me now? It's not like I'm happy about anything. I just wanted the money I deserved for having to take care of that woman's, well, I guess my sister-in-law's child. Have you not learned anything at all, though, after what all has happened? Learned anything? About what? About how I went and blamed you for that kid, thinking it was yours that whole time? Well, I was the victim there too then, so I shouldn't have to learn anything. And the reason I'm not happy is because even though my dad is out of the picture now, I'm going to have to take care of my mom now. Because he's gone, she's become my problem. You really are useless and a waste. Why did I have to end up in a position like this because of you? Having to take care of her has left me with no time to myself, and all of this after being forced to take care of a kid that wasn't even a part of this family. I get that you're the victim of some very terrible things due to your dad. But you didn't learn anything from causing harm to a young child like that, thinking they were mine. Just because you were a victim does not give you a free pass to do whatever you'd like. But you're going to be fine now, right? You should be used to taking care of another person by now. Huh? There's no way I know how to take care of my mom. Her legs are totally messed up and her back is hurting her all the time. And due to my dad, her lawyer is coming over to the house quite a lot. That's right. You come over and give me a hand. You're my younger sister-in-law after all. You're not twisted enough to throw away your mom-in-law now, right? No, thank you. Why should I have to go there and help you out? What? Well, you said it yourself, didn't you? Something about how it's messed up for one to force another person to have to take care of their responsibilities, like their child or their mother, perhaps? So I'm going to say the same thing right back to you. Do not have me take care of your own mother for you. That would be messed up. What? You witch! Your mom is already telling me that she doesn't need me to come over there and help you both out. She said she wants to keep relying on you until you've learned both your lesson and become a bit better of a person inside. So because of that, I'm not going to give you a helping hand. I happen to have a kid myself, so I need to be here for her. Then what the hell should I be doing here? I have no one else to ask for help now. Hey, reply to me. Eric ended up having to pay a massive amount in an out-of-court settlement to his wife, and then was completely cut off by everyone in his family. He was then left with their house as his wife moved out and would no longer have anyone around to keep him company anymore. Now he's going to have to work on paying off all the debt he's been left in for the rest of his life, most likely. I've heard about how he's been trying a few times now to get with the other woman he's been cheating with when he was younger, but she herself has a husband now and she won't tell Eric anything about him. He also tried going to the daughter of that woman, hoping that she would start hanging out with him more. Or even allowing him to go and live with her husband and their baby, but they didn't want anything to do with Eric either. She was actually so upset with what he had done to her daughter by handing her off to Shay to care for and abuse to some extent, that she ended up cutting ties to him as well. I'm not sure Eric will ever be able to find himself anyone to keep him company again, and should give up on the idea of family in general, since he obviously never had a good enough idea of what one was. When it comes to Shay, her husband ended up creating some borders, telling her that she'd be left in charge of her mother as a way of punishing her for what she'd done to both myself and that little girl. She didn't take this very well at first, cussing him out and even trying to guilt him into helping since this was his mother-in-law. However, just like with me, he said no to all that, and then hit her with the ultimatum that if she didn't care for her mom or tried forcing him to, then he'd divorce her and leave town. With that in mind, she shut up and got on living the life with her mother, having to make food for her mom all the time and clean up after her. With there rarely ever being any time for herself now, and that massive pride she once had being smashed away, she's left on her own having to care for her mother for the rest of her mother's life. Of course, if she ever comes to me and actually apologizes for all the trouble she caused, then I'd be happy to start helping her with her mom. But I'm not so sure that day will ever come. And to be very honest, I hope it doesn't.
Marcus, you're getting home late yet again today. Just a second ago, I tried to give your office a call, but they told me that you had already left for the day. Where are you right now?
I'm at the point now where I can't go on with you anymore.
Huh?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be handing in our divorce paperwork. So before then, can you sign it and help me hand it in? Actually, I've already spent a lot of the time filling it out, so can you just sign it and turn it in for me? You should have time to do that, right?
What kind of a joke is this? Today isn't even April 1st, so you can't be trying to fool me, right?
This is not a joke. I've come to realize that I just can't take being married to you anymore.
Can't take it anymore? Are you seriously telling me that you feel that way? Huh? Right now? You can't take any more of me at this time? You are aware that in another month or so, I'm going to be having our baby, right? Aren't you ready to finally become a father like you always wanted?
No.
Huh? So you're really going to tell me that you want out of all of this right now? That's all really screwed up. What am I going to do if you divorce me? Where do you plan to go off to?
I'm gonna go off somewhere to where I'm happy.
Yeah? And what is going to make you happy?
I have someone that I actually love now. So I'm gonna go to her and we're gonna start our new romance together.
When you say that, do you mean what I think you mean? Is this all happening with that one coworker of yours?
Huh? Why do you know about her?
I felt that for a bit now you've been going out with another woman. You've always made yourself look a bit suspicious, and so I already had a feeling of what that entailed.
What, you already suspected me of cheating on you? Well then, I didn't have to try that hard to hide her from you all that time then.
That is not what I want to hear from you right now. You have a wife at home that's been pregnant and you choose to go out with another woman behind my back? That is beyond messed up, Marcus. So are you really going to leave me for her? Do you not feel any form of sorrow for doing that to me? I'm tired of having to be the one that has to go through all these hardships with you.
I'm not trying to make your life any harder, Ella. You're just gonna have to accept that things between us weren't working out and that you'll now have to raise that baby on your own. Good luck! I want to go live a life where I'm free, so you can manage that child without me while I go achieve that life. I'll at least give you the house and the divorce, so you should be happy for that.
This has always been my house, though, so of course I'm going to keep this place. I just cannot fathom that you want to throw me away at this bad of a timing. I will forgive you for cheating on me as long as you come back here and stay with me. What are we going to do to fix all of this?
You can figure that one out yourself. I no longer want anything to do with you.
The way you say that, does it not break your heart whatsoever? What will happen if you have to pay a settlement for cheating on me, or have to pay for child support?
I'm going to ignore you after this, so don't expect a dime from me.
That will not go over well for you. I think you should stop all that nonsense and just come back to me and our baby.
I don't like you anymore, Ella, and I couldn't care less about that baby as well. Alright, good luck on your own. Make sure you have that divorce paperwork handed in by tomorrow. I want to hurry things up and get married as soon as possible to my new woman.
You're the worst. I'm not going to let you run away from this so easily.
How are things going with my house?
Excuse me, but who am I speaking to?
It's me? Me? There's no way you don't know who I am. So, can you tell me how my house is doing? Don't tell me that you've sold that place or anything like that, right?
Your house? What are you talking about now? And another thing, why are you talking to me after 12 years have gone by? You were the one that threw me away back then, and you left with another woman from your work to get married. So having a message come from a jerk of a man 12 years later is shocking to me.
I'm not your average man is all. Now, tell me how my house is?
When you say your house, are you talking about the one that we lived together back when we were married?
That's right, my house.
That isn't your house, lol. And when you talk about that house, I'm still living in it.
Huh? You're still living in my house? You're not supposed to be living in that house anymore! You get out of there right now!
Get out of my own house? What are you talking about? Even if you start to get pissed off with me and try to boss me around, I'm not going to be leaving this house.
You still living in that house without my permission is the same dang thing as you trespassing on my property.
Really? It looks like you might have hit your head on one too many things there, buddy. Do you need to go to the hospital or something? I knew you were pretty screwed in the head back when we were together, but I would have thought that after 12 years, that would have healed by now. Have you gotten to the point now where you can't even comprehend the words around you anymore or what you say?
What happened 12 years ago doesn't matter anymore. Back then, things were tough for me.
Things were not tough for you, but me, right? I mean, I was carrying our kid at the time, but you never seemed to care about it. It's been years now, so you'd think that asking how the kid is after so long, or some question similar to that would be normal, right? Well, it's not like you have to ask me that, because I won't tell you a thing about them.
Alright now, hurry up and get out of my house! If you don't leave that place soon, I'll have to come there and force you out. Do you want me to become violent with you?
Come on, calm down a bit there, lol. This is not your house.
All you're doing is living there uninvited now. I'm going to live there again starting today, so you get out.
Oh? Even though I don't believe you can live here anymore?
Even after I moved out of there, you really thought it was okay to live there without me knowing? I guess I don't mind any of that, but today I'm moving back in with one of my lady friends, so get the hell out!
Even though this house is under my name?
What?
From the start of us living here, my name has been on this house. So what do you mean this is yours? What made you think that this house was ever yours, Marcus? Lol.
Your name is on that place? There's no way.
Says the guy that left me for no good reason after us having a baby together and everything. and just vanishing for 12 years. And now after that long, you're back telling me a bunch of crap. That doesn't make any sense. Are you sure you didn't hurt your head really badly?
You really want to keep saying I'm crazy? That's very rude of you.
I'm being honest. I'm not sure what it is with you that makes you think that you can boss me around, but this house is under my name.
Shut up. I already know the truth. I know that house is my house, and right now I need a house to live in. So I'm coming back to live in my house.
Even though it's been over a decade since you threw me away, you're still the same old Marcus. This house is under my name and it always has, so you don't have any rights when it comes to what I do with my house. If you do try to get into my house, I'll have the police here in minutes.
The police will only come to you if the house is owned by you.
But this is my house, and you're the only one too delusional to agree on that. This all happened a while back now, so I'm sure you totally forgot about all of it. But if that's the case that you cannot remember, maybe you're better off just leaving me alone and moving on. Because if you try to move back into this house, you'll only be doing yourself more harm than good.
I'm coming to get my house back whether you like it or not. Even though you think you can get away with stealing it from me.
At this point, you're so confused that I might have to call the old folks home and have them come pick you up, lol. I think it's best you don't come around here. You'll only make yourself regret things more if you do. I really have no clue why after 12 years, you think you can come back here. But it's been far too long for you to be talking to me again when you have that woman of yours, right? If that coworker's still around, then you both should try buying or renting a house for yourselves like proper people. Well, that's only you have the funds to do so, right?
Coworker? I don't remember anything about a coworker.
Oh?
The woman I'm with now is a lady friend I met 3 months ago, and I'm starting to think about marrying her now. And she wants us to have a house together, so I was planning on giving her that house as a present. I can't be asked to buy any other place right now, so I want you out of my old house.
Jesus, Marcus. Lol, you threw me out like that coworker meant the world to you or something, yet you can't even remember who they are now? I suppose it's because of your poor memory that you can't even remember whose house this is. But I'll remind you that this is my house, so stop trying to get me out of it. And if you come to my house, you'll only make things worse, so stay the hell away. I already told you, right? You'd regret coming here. But you still couldn't trust my words and barge into here, and now you have to pay for it. You had to meet my husband without being invited.
What the hell is going on? Tell me! Why the hell was a trap set up like that in the yard? I was just trying to get back to my house. What do you mean your husband?
It's not strange for me to have found another man and marry him, right? It's been 10 years now, and I've been married to my husband.
What? Why didn't you tell me anything about that?
Huh? Why should I have to tell my brain-dead ex-husband about my life? Lol. My daughter doesn't need to know about her screwed-up dad either. So that's why I made sure to never talk to you again, so that you never come back here.
I don't understand how you got married again, but what is up with this trap?
My husband is a bit of a protective man, and he works for a security company, so he decided to have some traps installed around the house to keep us safe. Lol.
Huh? He works for a security company?
Yeah, and we have a house with a young girl in it, so making sure that this house is secure from people like you is very important. And so, my husband made sure to put all kinds of traps. So of course someone that isn't supposed to be here would be caught in one of our traps. Lol.
Come get me out of here and let me go. This is my dang house after all.
You're being a dick. This is the house that I put my name down on and paid for all the loans. You never wanted to be the one to take up the responsibility of owning that house, so I had to make sure this place didn't go under. You're an adult, but mentally, you don't have the fortitude to be able to keep up with any payments, right? And you're what now? In your 40s, right? I think it's time you calm down and think for a second. Lol.
And to calm down, I wanted to get my house back. I planned on bringing my super young girlfriend here so that her and I could have a nest to make babies in. I was changing my life for the better this time.
You say that a lot, don't you? Yet every time you try to change your life around, you only fall even harder. Lol.
Shut up! Go ahead and tell me what kind of amazing life you have right now. I'm sure you're in the same spot as me going through all these problems.
I have been raising my daughter that you threw away 12 years ago all by myself. And now she is 12 years old.
Huh? Right. She is around that age now, huh?
And not just her anymore, but I have 2 more kids that I had with my husband, making it 3 now.
That many?
I raised 3 kids here with the help of my husband now, and still have a career outside of home. I think that I've been doing pretty dang well for myself after being thrown away by you. But
Can you at least give me back that house?
this house is my family's house. But if you really want this house from me, why don't you come and buy it? Well, of course, that depends on your situation. But I'm sure by the way you've been acting, you don't have the money to. Lol.
Back when I left you for that other woman, I had gotten into some hairy business and lost a lot of my money. And since then, I've been having trouble finding any more work, and so my life has been really rough. But finally, after so long, I finally got a job as a full-time employee again and can start bringing in more dough. And along with that, I've got myself a really young chick. So you should be okay with giving me that house. Actually, before we get to that, come and let me out of this trap!
I don't give a crap about all you just told me. Lol. I don't care about what kind of troubles you've been through or what jobs you have right now, nor about any girl you're with. You have no right to that house I own, so stop trying to get it from me. Also, if you wouldn't have come, none of that would have happened to you. But now that we have you, I'm going to call the police and ask them what to do with you.
Huh? What? The police?
Of course.
But I'm not doing well right now. I'm the one who's had a rough life ever since we got divorced, and so I'll have you sued for this.
If you really want to do that, you're more than welcome to. But I don't think you'll be able to find yourself a lawyer that'll help you, and any case you make that's brought to court will be dropped immediately.
Why do you say that? Do you not care about the harm you put me through?
That trap is only there to stop those that trespass.
What?
You're the one that broke through my fence and onto my property, right? So even if you're upset that you hurt yourself doing that, nobody's going to care about you. Lol. I'll tell you right now, you screwed around and found out today.
Are you kidding me? You're messed up in the head for making me go through this. Are you seriously that mad still about what happened 12 years ago?
Well, immediately after what had happened, I was... But right now, I have 3 amazing kids with a loving husband, so I'm only happy. Because of you, I was able to leave you behind, and found that means to be a happy life. So thank you, lol.
What the hell? My life has been nothing but uphill battles.
And that's all due to you being a selfish prick, right? Lol. Now goodbye, you piece of garbage X. I hope that you try better after you get out that trap to fix your life. I think the police will be here soon for you. Make sure to explain to them what happened so that they can help you to get your head checked out. Lol. In the end, Marcus was taken into custody for trespassing and would be taken away in one of those police cars. And after all his hard work of getting that new job, the word of his arrest found its way there and he was fired by his manager. And that young girlfriend of his was disgusted by his actions and told him that they were through, which altogether ruined his mental health. He finally went back to his parents' house after almost 15 years and told them what had happened. And out of the kindness of their hearts, they got him a job at a really awful factory. And as of right now, he works from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day so that he can make as much money back to pay off all his debts, as well as pay his parents for allowing him back. I really don't understand why he went this far for something that was never even true, but I hope the consequences of his actions teach him that he got what was coming for him.
Max, we need to talk. It's urgent. I'm really confused about something you've left at home here. What are these papers for? What's going on?
Huh? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, Natasha. What's up?
Surely you know what I'm talking about, Max. Why do you have divorce papers in the house? Is there something that you want to tell me?
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
This isn't a laughing matter, Max. I don't think it's very funny at all. You need to explain yourself right now. I don't know what you're trying to do.
I was a little confused for a moment there. What do you mean? What's there to explain exactly, Natasha? Aren't those papers pretty self-explanatory? You're a bit dumb if you don't get it.
Is this actually happening right now? Are you trying to tell me that you actually want a divorce from me? Where did this decision come from?
Well, you've seen the papers, and it's pretty easy to understand. It's just the way things have turned out. I don't know what else I need to explain to you, Natasha.
But what's happened to make you decide you need a divorce from me? I can't just accept the papers handed to me like this. It's all so sudden. What's changed about us? You've not given me a full explanation.
I don't really care what you think about how I came to the decision. What's done is done, Natasha. It's over between us. I just want the divorce, okay?
There's no way that I can carry on a conversation like this through a text conversation. You need to get back home right now.
Look, Natasha, I'm not going back to our apartment. What part of divorce did you not understand? I'm not coming back home.
Excuse me? You're not even going to make an effort in talking to me about this? You're just going to up and leave without an explanation to this?
Isn't it obvious? I shouldn't have to go back to somewhere that you're going to be. Why would I want to be anywhere near you?
But I don't understand why you're doing this. What am I supposed to do about these divorce papers? Why do you want this so badly for us?
I gave them to you so that you'd file them into the courthouse for us. I'm not going to do it. I just want you out of my life.
But I don't get it. Why does it have to be me who does it? I am not the one wanting a divorce. I don't even know the reason why you do.
All I want is for you to cooperate with me until all of this is sorted, alright? That's all I ask of you, Natasha. I think it's a pretty simple thing to do.
Have you even thought about how much I've done for you? What I do in supporting you? Why do you want this? You haven't even answered my questions.
Well, it's something that you need to do on your own. You don't need me to hold your hand in whatever it is you do in life anymore. I'm not doing you any favors.
Why are you acting like this towards me? How could you possibly do something so horrible to me? I am your wife.
No matter what you try and say to me, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. I really don't care about you anymore.
Look, why do you want a divorce in the first place? I don't understand. You've got to give me a full explanation. It's the least I deserve.
You really want a reason why I want to divorce you? Fine. I'll give you one. I'm sick and tired of your crap, and I don't want to be around you.
But that hardly explains anything. What did I even do exactly? How could you say that you're sick and tired of me? I thought everything was okay.
Also, I wanted to divorce you so that I can get married to another woman. I want to be with her, and you're getting in the way of that.
Wait a minute. What did you just say? You're getting married to someone else? But how? I had no idea you were interested in another woman.
I just said I'm going to get married to someone else. Can't you read? That's why I just want to be done with you.
At least tell me who this other woman is. I have a right to know who your new love is since you're dumping me for her.
There's no need for me to tell you who it is. It's got nothing to do with you, and I don't want you in my life anymore.
Of course it's got something to do with me. This woman has obviously had some influence on you to make you divorce me.
Look, who knows, to be honest. I really don't care about what you think. Don't even think about contacting me again. I'm not going to reply to you.
But Max, you can't just do this to me. You need to tell me what's going on. You can't just leave me like this for another woman. Who is she? How could you do this to me? I want answers. Wait, come back. We need to talk about this. Max! Jenny, are you there? I really need to talk to you. I don't know who else to go to. Natasha? What's up, sweetie? Did something happen? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. I really just need someone to listen to me and tell me that everything's going to be all right. Something terrible just happened. Oh, hey, yes, of course. You can always come to me for anything. I'm always here to listen and give advice when I can. What's going on? Well, something happened to me. I might be getting a divorce, but I don't know the true reason why. Wait, what? What the heck is going on, Natasha? Where did the divorce come from? You always got along so well with Max. What happened? I thought we were too. We made such a great team, but something was going on that I didn't know about. My husband's with another woman. Oh, dear. Really? That's not good now, is it? He really did that to you? Have his preferences changed or something? I just don't know what to do. I can't think straight right now. What do I do, Jenny? He's my husband and he's dumping me like I'm a piece of trash. I understand, but do you really think there's any point in trying to continue with the relationship if he really wants out of it? Yeah, maybe. I just don't know what brought all of this on. Why did he go looking for someone else? I don't want to split up with him. Yeah, I get it. You really loved Max, didn't you? Maybe the best thing to do is just let him go. Maybe. I just really thought that we were going to be together forever. He was my favorite person in the entire world. I thought we were soulmates. But you can't help it if he thinks it's over. His feelings have probably changed. Wouldn't it be better for you to take the next step and move on from him? Yeah, I suppose I can try and do that. It was a good idea to talk to you. You're so strong and have a good head on your shoulders. I guess I do. You can't let things like this get to you forever. It's going to make your life miserable otherwise. Yeah, I'll think about it and see how I can move on from this. I really hope the pain dies down soon. Well, I've got something to tell you as well. I'm also getting a divorce from my husband. Wait, what? No way. Really? What for? What happened between you and your husband? I really can't be with someone who doesn't have a steady job. It's really not that financially stable. I just can't be with him. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. It's just so strange. The timing of our divorces, it makes no sense. Oh, and by the way, I've also decided that I'm going to get married again. It really is the best decision for me right now. Wait, what? What are you talking about? You're not seriously getting married again, are you? But of course I am. I'm getting married to my new man. I'm sure you've probably guessed by now that I'm getting married to Max. Whoa, just hold on a second. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I didn't just read that wrong? I think we both know that it's a waste of time for you being with Max. Honey, you can do so much better. Jenny, is this your cruel idea of a joke? You're joking, right? Why would you want to get married to Max? Have you been dating him behind my back? I've got no reason to lie to you, Natasha. I'm being serious. I was wondering why you were talking to me in the first place. Max must have dropped a hint. You're telling me that you've been seeing each other whilst he's been married to me and you to your husband? You and Max? Really? Well, he chose me, so it looks like Max liked me more than he liked being married to you, Natasha. Even if that was the case, how could you both do this to me? How could you betray me like this? You're supposed to be my best friend, Jenny. First of all, we only intended to hang out with each other so we could get to know each other on a more personal level. Oh, quit it with your lies. I don't believe any of that crap. You went behind my back to steal my husband away from me. Hey, come on. You need to calm down. I'm being serious here. Didn't you see how happy Max and I made each other? How could you do this to me? Your best friend. I am never going to forgive you for what you've done. You are nothing but a homewrecker. I already knew that you were never going to forgive me, but you're going to have such a good life living in that big house all by yourself.
Hey, Natasha. It's Noah here. It's been a while since we last had contact with each other.
Oh, Noah, hello. Yes, it has been a while. Why are you messaging me at this time of night?
Yeah, I'm sorry to bother you at this hour, but I really needed to speak with you. I suppose you heard what happened from Jenny, right? It seems like we've been cheated on by our own partners. I can't believe they were having an affair with each other. I had no idea what was happening.
Yeah, it seems like it. Max and Jenny have been having an affair behind our backs for a while, by the sounds of it.
What do you think we should do about it? What's your plan from here on out? Is there anything you could do about this?
I'm sorry, Noah. I haven't really given myself a lot of time to think about it. It was only sprung on me today.
I intend to fight the both of them with everything I've got. Natasha, we can't let them get away with what they've done to us.
Oh, really? I still don't feel like I've got any energy to fight back. I feel so hopeless right now.
Do you think that your husband will come back home to you, Natasha? He's done so many horrible things to you, emotionally and mentally.
Yes, he's put me through a lot. I want to believe that he'll wake up someday and see that he's made a horrible mistake.
I get what you mean. I would hope that as well, but I'm not counting on it. But adultery is adultery, Natasha. Do you have any evidence you can give me about their affair?
Yes, I can get proof. I just have to find something to pin on them.
I see. I'm sorry I didn't mean to be rude or anything. I was just wondering if you have a job.
Huh? You're not being rude at all, Noah. Yes, I do have a job, but both me and, well, I guess my ex-husband work.
Okay, that's good to hear. At least he didn't leave you with nothing. You've got your own money. You'll be okay with living your life then.
I really do hope so, but there are checkbooks that my husband and I shared together. We do have some joint accounts.
Oh, really? You both have access to these joint accounts? What were the joint accounts for exactly?
Yeah, the account's still in both of our names. We created a joint account so that we could save up and move overseas together.
Despite having those sort of commitments to you, he still betrayed you? How could he do that to you?
I know, right? Why go to all that trouble to just dump me for another woman, let alone that woman being my best friend?
You don't seriously still believe that he's going to come back to you after all that? You're not going to wait for him, are you?
It's just so hard not to. We still got along up until recently. I don't know if I can just let that go yet, Noah.
Natasha, you need to wake up and look after yourself. After all the pain he put you through with the cheating and doing things out of the blue, you're going to wait for him?
But he was my husband, and maybe he just made a terrible mistake. I don't know how I can do life without him.
I don't want you doing that, okay? We need to prepare for what we're about to face.
Okay. How are we going to do that? I barely have any fight in me to take Max down.
Okay. Well, I'll be there to help you through it. Things will go more smoothly if we work together.
That's very true. Okay, let's work together on this. I don't want to be miserable for the rest of my life.
Okay, good. I would like you to change your state of mind as soon as possible. We've got to stay calm and stay focused. We've got to take them down.
Okay, got it. I'll try my best to build up my confidence and strength. I'm not going to let Max or Jenny get away with this. I'll contact you when I'm ready to face them. Hopefully I won't make you wait too long.
You'll be fine. Let's do this together. You're the only one I can rely on right now. I hope you understand that.
Of course I do, Noah. Okay, I'll see what I can come up with and I'll talk to you later.
Yo, yo, yo! Hey, Natasha. What's going on, girl? It's been such a long time since I last spoke to you.
What the heck? Why are you talking to me right now? I thought I got rid of you.
What are you talking about, Natasha? Are you surprised to hear from me or something? What's happening?
What do you want? I haven't heard anything from you in almost 2 years, Max.
Okay, chill. Well, I did used to be your husband back then, believe it or not. So I thought I'd message you.
Okay, I didn't say it was a bad thing. I just wanted to know why you're messaging me. I'm curious why you would want to talk after all this time.
Well, I've got a great story to tell you. You're gonna love it. I broke up with that other woman I was seeing. I'm going to come back home to you now, so you need to start preparing me some food and just wait for me to get back.
Wait, what? Are you telling me you want to get back together with me, or are you telling me the truth?
That's what I just said, isn't it? Of course I'm speaking the truth. I'm already so exhausted by that woman, so I broke up with her.
Oh my god! This makes me so happy, Max! I'll wait for you to come back home.
The only place I want to be in is with you. I want to be in our house again and be together. I only just realized that I'm still totally infatuated by you, Natasha. I'm still in love with you.
By the way, may I ask when you'll be coming back home? Just so that I can prepare myself.
I don't know. Why do you ask? Can't your husband come back to the house we live in at any time?
Well, I need to know. After all, it's been 2 years since the last time I saw you. Don't you think I need a bit of time to prepare food for you? You know what I mean, right? You understand that I want to impress you, right?
Oh, is that what you want to do? I guess I should give you some time to do that. I'll come by this evening then?
Okay, got it. That'll give me plenty of time to prepare some food for you. It might not be done in time, so we'll see. Please relax at home until I'm done.
Yeah, okay, sure. But you've got to hurry it up, alright? Don't slack off. I'm really tired from a long trip I've been on, so I want some food.
Yes, of course, Max. I'll get onto it right away. See you later. I can't wait for you to get here.
Hey, Natasha, I just landed at the airport. It's been such a long trip for me. What's happening with the pickup?
Oh, wow. It's already the evening. You're on time. That's unlike you. Well, that's not possible for me to do right now. You said I need to prepare food for you.
Well, I was hoping that you would come and pick me up. You knew I was coming.
No, I can't, Max. I'm currently in the middle of cooking. I wanted to make your favorite foods for you, and it's taking longer than I expected. Isn't it good that I'm using this time to prepare really tasty food for you, Max?
Are you telling me that all that food will be ready for me by the time I get home?
Of course it will. Just trust me. It'll all be done, and you'll be able to eat whatever you like.
You come up with the most stupidest plans, Natasha. How could you not think of how I'd get to our house? How am I supposed to get back without you?
Well, I thought you wanted me to make you food, so I thought you could get yourself here. Can't you just get a taxi here or something? They aren't that expensive.
I really can't believe how foolish you're being right now. You know that you owe me money, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? What money do you mean? Where did this come from?
Isn't it obvious? Your flaw right now is that you've not prepared for your husband's return. You owe me a lot for flying out here. What are you gonna do if you can't pay me the money? You owe me.
Maybe because you sprung this on me, you didn't give me much time to get ready for your return. You haven't talked to me in 2 years.
A capable wife should be prepared for something like this. Don't make excuses. If you're going to go any further with this, I'm not coming home.
All right, okay, I'll stop. I'm sorry for not being prepared on time. I'll get you a taxi and I'll pay for it. I'm sorry, please just come straight home.
You should have said that at the beginning so we didn't have this argument. You're so stupid sometimes. Okay, I'll come home now. Also, you can pay for all of my living expenses for a while. You work, so you can pay for it.
Why do I have to? Don't you have a remote job that you can do?
I do work, but I've decided that you could pay for some of my things for a while. That woman I was with was a fast spender, so I ended up running out of money really quickly. You'll be financially supporting me for a while. I feel like that's only fair. I'm the one who's making all the effort to come back to you, so you should pay for me to be there. It seems only fair for you to give me money, right?
Oh, I see what you mean. I understand. I guess that won't be a problem. We can talk more about the specifics when you get home.
What the heck's going on here? What do you think you're up to? Where's my house?
Huh? Max, what's happened? I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games with me. What's going on? Why is there some weird-ass building where my place used to be?
Oh, that house. Oh, didn't I tell you what happened? The house has been completely demolished and the land's been sold.
What the heck did you do, Natasha? How could this be? You did this without getting my permission first.
That house was just going to be too big for one person to handle, so I thought it would be a good idea to sell it and move to a smaller apartment.
So you obviously had no intention on waiting on me to return? That's what you told me all those years ago. I thought you'd be waiting patiently.
Why the heck would I keep that house after you left it? You left me for another woman and made your home somewhere else. I wasn't waiting for you at all. In fact, I wish I had a hand in tearing down that terrible house I lived in with you. It would have given me a lot of satisfaction in doing that.
Are you kidding me? Is this really the weak and vulnerable Natasha that I'm talking to? because I feel like this is someone else.
Of course it's me. I'm Natasha, the woman who just got thrown into the garbage by you.
Okay. Let's just talk about this, Natasha. There's no need to get angry. So why don't you just calm down? Where are you living now then? You said you're in another apartment? You can go ahead and send me your address so I can come home.
There's no way I'm giving you my address, you absolute scumbag. You can stay on the street. I never want to see your face near me again.
How dare you say that to me? Why are you doing this to me? You can't just say no to me. Just wait a minute, okay? Please calm down. Why are you acting so crazy?
I'm not the crazy one. You are. You had an affair with my best friend, left me with nothing, and now you think you can just walk back into my life like nothing's happened?
Well, I didn't think it would be easy to get back together with you. I just wanted to come back. I knew I needed you. I just wanted to see your cute face again.
You've got some nerve saying all those things. You've been ignoring me this entire time, so I don't believe you want to see me. I've been trying to contact you and get more reasons for you leaving, but you never got in contact with me at all. What were you doing? You could have called me.
It's because so many things were happening. I didn't have a phone with me because I was being watched.
What do you mean you were being watched? Was someone following you or something?
Natasha, this person was crazy. I was in a relationship with you, right? Then this person approached me. No matter how much I refused their requests, they kept persisting. In the end, they came to visit me at my workplace. I had no choice but to up and leave this relationship. I thought if I give up, they'll leave me alone. But on the contrary, they started threatening me. They were going to reveal our relationships to you and my colleagues. They even went as far as to say they were pregnant. So I decided to take responsibility for my actions and marry this person. But I've only ever had feelings for you. Please, you gotta believe me.
Someone really threatened you? Are you kidding me, Max? Would you just stop it with the lies? I'm so over your behavior.
I'm not lying to you, Natasha. This is what actually happened to me. I had to go through with it to protect you.
Okay, you know the day that you asked for a divorce, I also contacted Jenny. That was when she told me that she would marry you. She told me that you were the one who was advancing on her and that you liked her more than me.
You talked to Jenny? You can't believe what she says. She's crazy. She's got so many screws loose. Everything she says is a complete and utter hoax. You can't believe anything she says.
Is that so? Well, I've got the message history of the conversation we had, so what you did was a joke? How did you and Jenny get into a relationship? Will you just explain it to me properly in person? You should have done that over 2 years ago.
I'm only going to explain it all to you if you trust me. If I know you do, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, not really, Max. By the way, Jenny's husband told me that he's going to demand compensation from you. It's your fault, so of course he can do that.
He wants compensation? Are you serious? But I'm having money troubles right now. There's no way I'll be able to pay him anything.
Well, I didn't know that. You should increase your hours at work so that you can pay him. He wants his money. It's the least he deserves.
Wait a minute. Has Jenny's husband been contacting you this entire time that I've been away from our home?
I guess you could say that, yes. We've stayed in contact and we've gotten closer since you both left us.
Okay, you need to explain what you've been doing with this guy. I have a right to know, and you tell him to put a hold on asking for compensation.
I'm not going to do something like that. He and I are a team and we're working together to take you down.
You owe me this. I've still been in love with you for the past 2 years. I knew that you'd talk to me like this since it's been so long. Because Jenny was hanging around me constantly, I couldn't reply to your messages without her looking over my shoulder. I did look at your messages every day though. You were the only reason I kept on living.
How can you keep coming up with all of these lies like this? How am I supposed to believe this? Are you being serious right now?
Of course I'm being serious. You were the only person who ever supported me. You've been waiting for me to come back, right? So let's be together.
It's true. I've been waiting such a long time for you to come to your senses, but I am never going to forgive you for what you put me through.
But what's making you not forgive me? I've explained what happened. What more do you want, Natasha?
Don't tell me you don't know. Do you remember the account we made together to save for our future? You used that money without my permission. If you really cared about our future, you wouldn't have taken that money from me. When I saw that all the money had been withdrawn from the account, I got really sour and knew you took all of it.
That account was for us, though. There were a lot of things going on that I needed to pay for, and I have access to it.
But none of those things had anything to do with us, obviously. I thought you were going to leave that money for me. I didn't think that I'd be waiting for years for you to come back to me. I can't believe what you've done to me.
Well, I was going to give the money back to you at some time, Natasha. Please, can you forgive me for all of that?
Shut up, you piece of crap. You lied to me and stabbed me in the back. How long do you have to play with my feelings until you're satisfied?
I didn't mean to do all those things to you, Natasha. I can't do much about it now. I just want you to forgive me for this so we can move on and meet. Why didn't you ask me for compensation until now? I guess it was because you didn't know where I was, right? I guess I'll just run away again. I suppose if I do that, I won't ever see you again.
Well, you're right about those things. Everything you just said was correct. I had a lot of trouble locating you for a long time. But now that you've come back, it's been a big help in terms of getting our money off you.
Well, I guess you'd be an idiot to let me run away in this present moment.
There's no way that I'll let you escape, but there was something you didn't notice. You're more than likely surrounded by detectives.
Huh? What detectives are you talking about? Do you think I'm really that stupid to fall for your lies?
I'm not lying. I asked some detectives for your whereabouts so that you wouldn't run away. I've been in constant contact with them as they monitor you. It's going to be impossible for you to escape now. Don't even bother trying to run.
Well, you got me, Natasha. But I bet hiring detectives would have cost you a bit of money, right?
Oh, don't worry about that. Jenny's husband's job is actually being a detective. He told me that he'd work for me for free.
What the heck are you talking about? So you've both been working together to try and find me? So I can't escape?
His colleagues are watching you right now. He's very good at what he does. Anywhere that you go now, they'll find you in a heartbeat. Good idea, right?
I can't believe you thought of doing this. It's insane. At least let me try and make this up to you one more time. Come on. I'm really sorry for betraying you. Just give me one more chance, please. I think that you'll be very happy with me now.
Why should I be with you just to make you happy? I don't want you to be happy at all. I want my money that you owe me, so give it to me.
But we work well together. Do you really think you're gonna take any money from me, Natasha?
Of course, because you betrayed me. You committed adultery, for goodness sake. You're the reason why our marriage ended. That money that you took from our account needs to be put back. I deserve at least half of it since the account was in my name as well. That's how it works.
But I haven't got any money to put back into it. You're putting me in such a bad position.
I don't care. I'll not be contacting you directly from now on. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon enough. Even if you message me, I'll ignore them.
You can't do this to me, Natasha. Please take me back. Don't tell me we're over. Please?
I've made my decisions. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. You'll be reflecting on this for the rest of your life.
Hey, Natasha. It seems like our request for compensation from Max and Jenny have been approved.
Oh, really? That's really good to hear, Noah. It only took 2 years to get what we deserved.
Jenny's going to be regretting this for the rest of her life. I'll just let her sit in her own tears. I never thought this would happen to me.
I totally get what you mean. I dreamed of getting married and having children. I was thinking too fast about things. It's such a relief. I want to thank you for everything that you've done for me. I really appreciate it, Noah. Max and Jenny were asked to pay a huge amount in compensation to Natasha and Noah. It seemed like Max had some gambling debts to pay, but he was also ordered to pay back Natasha's money. As a result of this, Max had no choice but to borrow some money from a consumer finance company in order to pay his debts off. For him, it's just going to be a vicious cycle of paying off people for the rest of his life. He's always going to be chased down by debt collectors if he falls behind in his payments. He should have thought about what he was doing before he went and cheated on his wife and left her for her best friend.
Hey, Sarah, I heard heard you're living in our house. You got some damn nerve to do that.
Oh, hi, Gabby. Yes, but you should think that this is not your house anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you think that you own this place or something? You only paid a little for the renovation. Are you serious?
Did you not hear anything from your mother?
About what?
The current situation.
I don't need to hear anything because I know that you just want to run through my parents' fortune, right?
What fortune? I've never heard or seen that ever in my life.
You are so conceited, you know? I feel so bad for my mom because she is tolerating with your harassment. Since I'm going home, I will not let you do that, you hear me?
Coming home?
Yes, I decided to have a baby there.
Where?
At my parents' house. Are you stupid?
Where are you going to stay? This is not your house.
Enough is enough! That is my parents' house and mine, okay? Do you think that my house is yours just because you live there? This might be the reason that Paul is fed up with you.
What are you talking about?
If you keep on acting this way, you can get kicked out.
This is my house, so there's no way I'm going to get kicked out.
Oh, wow. You're so confident. I wonder if you can keep that confidence until I go home tomorrow.
What, you're gonna stay here?
It's my house, so of course.
Until when?
Why should I tell you? Well, what I know is I'm going to relax for a while after giving birth.
I have no problem with you coming tomorrow, but please talk to your family because you can't stay here for a long time.
Who the fuck are you? You should be grateful that you're able to stay at my house.
And I've been telling you that it's my house now. You probably don't believe me, so talk to your parents, okay? I heard that Gabby is coming home tomorrow. What's up with that? You didn't tell her anything, did you?
Oh yeah, she did say something about coming home to give birth. I just remembered. Looks like things are not going well between her and her husband, too. I feel bad for her.
Why are you talking like it's someone else's business? There's no way she can come here and live forever. I want you and your parents to get ready to leave because you understand that you can only live here until the end of the month, right?
Oh, about that, can you think about it again?
What?
This is our house, you know. Isn't it rude to kick us out? You should think about it a little more and then decide.
Don't you understand that you're here because of what you've done? Why don't you find your own place to live?
You don't need to be pissed off, you know.
Anyways, she can only stay here 3 days max. Talk to her while you're here, and don't decide to negotiate with me because I won't.
Hey, where's my lunch? Can you prepare it before you go to work next time? You're such a useless piece of shit.
I'm at work right now. When are you staying at my house until? You're going to leave tomorrow, right? Did you talk to your family?
What? Leave? I told you I came home to give birth. I will treat you like a housekeeper because your shitty attitude and all the trouble you caused.
Didn't I tell you that this is my house now, so you can't stay here? I even told Paul you could only stay for 3 days.
I didn't hear anything from him. Anyways, I will not listen to whatever you say because I'm your sister-in-law and the daughter of this house. If you can't listen to me, I will kick you out.
Are you threatening me? Do you think that you can kick me out?
Of course I can. This is my house.
How many times do I need to tell you that it isn't?
I have a higher status in this house, so don't even try to argue with me, okay?
Don't act like you've won or something by threatening me. Why don't you listen to what I need to say?
Do you want me to tell Paul to divorce you? I can do that, you know.
Excuse me?
Anyways, you will be my housekeeper, okay? If you decide to argue with me, I will kick you out and tell Paul to divorce you.
We are divorced already, actually.
What?
We divorced 3 months ago.
Oh, you guys divorced. So is that why you're living in my house? You've got nowhere to go, right? Get the fuck out!
Please shut up and listen to me, okay? This house is mine and not your parents. I am the owner, but since you don't believe me, ask your parents.
I don't need to ask because I know you're lying to me.
I'm telling you the truth. We started living together because your parents failed in their investment and became broke and couldn't pay the mortgage, so they changed the owner name to mine. So that's why you guys have a place to stay.
What? Failed an investment?
Yes. The reason I renovated the house was because I was trying to increase the value of the house with plans to sell or live by myself in the future. So it wasn't for your parents to begin with, because they didn't even pay a penny.
Why did they rely on you, though? Wait, what will happen to Paul then?
He works part-time at a 7-Eleven, so I think he doesn't have money. I mean, he does, but since he was cheating on me, maybe he used all of it on her.
What? He was cheating on you?
Yeah. That's why I divorced him.
I didn't know that you guys got divorced. I'm shocked.
You're shocked because you will not be able to use the divorce as a threat, right? Also, the fact that the person who you call a housekeeper is the owner of the house, right? Anyways, going back to the story about my house. I'm paying off the mortgage now, so if you want this house, you need to pay me, okay?
What? You're making us pay?
Of course! I own the house! I know that your parents paid the mortgage in the beginning, but I've been paying it for a while now. And even then, the owner name is changed to mine, so... Do you think you can still stay here?
So we really need to leave this house?
Yes! Your whole family. They promised to leave at the end of the month, so why don't you guys find a house?
What? You're seriously going to kick all of us out?
Yes, I am.
I can't even afford a house with only Paul's salary.
You can just go home to your husband's house, you know.
I can't because I was kicked out.
Oh, so it is true. Your husband sent me your belongings and divorce papers, which I thought was weird, so I called him, and he said he caught you cheating, so he doesn't need you anymore.
What? You checked without my permission?
Hey, it came to my house, and I just called the number that was on the package. I told him that I divorced Paul for the same reason, and he was really sick of you two. I was too, actually.
Shut up! That's none of your business!
Yep, exactly. So that's why I don't want anything to do with you, so please leave. I'm asking you nicely.
Where would we go? My parents are going to help me give birth.
Don't decide to come crying to me, okay? We're total strangers now.
Why are you so mean all of a sudden?
Me? Don't you think that you're the mean one? You decide to come home not knowing anything and calling me a housekeeper.
I just misunderstood. Can't you at least say thank you to me, though? I was nice to you and took care of you.
No one in your family took care of me, so whatever you say, I will say no. Don't think that I will help you.
I will apologize for Paul. So, can you give me the house?
Sure.
Really? Wow, that was easy. Did you understand me? I can be your friend if you want to.
The house will probably cost a few $1,000,000, so please buy it with that price. If that's okay with you, I can lower the price, but I don't think that it'll be possible because no one will take out a loan. Plus, you guys have no savings. If you want to earn that much money, why not become a housekeeper? Not mine, but someone else's. I don't think you can handle it, though. I kicked all of them out of the house and was able to sell the house. Paul and Gabby's mom had to pay the alimony for the infidelity, and now they live in an old rusty apartment and are living a shitty life. On the other hand, I'm living my best life since I have money from selling the house. It's very clear that when you treat others like crap, it will always come back to you.